I got a word for somebody, and it's straight to the point. God's grace is sufficient for you. You know, when you think about your closet, I was thinking about this last night. I could barely sleep. It was almost 1 o'clock, and I've been tired all day because God was just working on my brain. But when you think about your closet, you go in your closet and you get an outfit to wear. There's certain shirts or certain pants or whatever that are on the dingy hangers. You know, the hangers that that don't really mean nothing, you know? And by the time you take that shirt off of that hanger, it's got you know what I mean, the little imprints in the shoulders. It's got the imprints in the shoulders, and it's ugly, it's raggedy. You probably don't even want to wear it. It's probably got some dust on it. And every time you go in your closet, you overlook that shirt. Well, there's people in life, and some of you watching, you might feel like that type of shirt. You're getting overlooked for certain things, overlooked for opportunities, overlooked for purpose, overlooked for relationships, overlooked in friendships. You're always the odd one out. You never feel used. You never feel significant. Well, I promise you this, there always comes a point each year where you got to wear that shirt. You got to do something with that shirt. And what do you do with that shirt when you take it off the hanger? You dust it off. You clean it a little bit. You might throw it in the washer. But you always got to take it to the ironing board. You always got to put it through that heat. You always got to put it through that iron. And if you like me, you know, I grew up with some raggedy irons. So we couldn't always iron with just the straight iron right on the clothes. We had to take a towel and put the towel over the clothes and then iron over the towel with the clothes under the towel, right? So I got to thinking, you know, that towel is like God's grace. And that iron is like life. And we as people, we're just like that shirt. Sometimes we're raggedy, we're dingy, you know. And when it's time for us to get used for our purpose, we need God's grace to be in between us and life. Because life is hard. Life is hot. Life will heat you up. Life is like an iron. It'll press you. It'll press you to the point where sometimes you don't feel like you can take it no more. But if you got that towel right there, which is God's grace, you can take it. You won't be burned. You won't get that nasty, rusty iron water stuck on you. You won't get that. God's grace is sufficient for you. So whoever's listening, whoever needs this word, just understand God's grace is sufficient. So hang in there, man. No pun intended. God's grace is sufficient.